Here is your hump day relationship tip, reminding us that sometimes our relationships can get all turned around and backwards, as evidenced by this old message from the late Archie Campbell. It's the story of Rendersella. Once upon a time in a corn country, there lived a very beautiful girl. Her name was Rendersella. Now, Rendersella lived with her muggly other and her two sad bisters, and in this corn country, there was also a very pransome hince. The pransome hince was going to have a bancy fall, and he'd invited people from riles amound, especially the pitch reaple. Rendersella's muggly other and her two sad bisters went out to buy some trancy fesses to wear to the bancy fall, but Rendersella could not go because all she had to wear were some old ruddy dags. Finally, the night of the bancy fall arrived, and Rendersella could not go, so she cat down and she scried. She was a kitten there a-scrying when there appeared before her Gary Fod mother, and she touched her with her wagic mond, and there appeared before her a sig boach and Hicks white sources to take her to the bancy fall. She said to Rendersella, "Rendersella, you must be home before midnight or I'll turn you into a tumpkin." When Rendersella arrived at the bancy fall, the pransome hince met her at the door because he'd been watching behind a woden hindo. And Rendersella and the pransome hince nanced all night until midnight, and they lellin' fuv. And finally the mid-clock struck night, and Rendersella staced down the rares, and just as she beached the rottom, she slopped her dripper. The next day, the pransome hince went all over the country, looking for the beautiful girl who slopped her dripper. Finally, he came to Rendersella's house. He tried it on Rendersella's muggly other. It fit and did. He tried it on her two sigly usters. It fit and did. Then he tried it on Rendersella, and it fit did. And it was exactly the sight rise. So they were married and lived happily ever afterwards. Now, the moral of the story is this. If you ever go to a bancy fall and want to have a pransome hince loll and fuv with you, don't forget to slop your dripper. Whew, that's a mouthful. Love y'all. God bless. Here.